there. I'm just getting warmed up with my cards. Here I am. I'm just going to start mixing and mixing and mixing until I have all of the tarot readers in with me to talk about tarot reading. So I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. Those of you 3 thumbs up, thanks. 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 I think you can hear me because I see that my audio's going well. It's not bad at all. Come in, the weather's fine, take a look. So this time today, I was thinking that we'll have a chat first. I'm seeing, why is this moving all the time? Okay, looks like it's firm. All right. We'll have a chat. We'll have a chat. And then start slow. Hi there, Linda. Hi, Linda. Berurian. Linda, tell me about yourself. Where are you viewing from? Where are you viewing from? And also, tell me the deck of cards that you have, the type of cards. I'm working with the, hi Hanib, Justin, hello Michelle. I'm using the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn with me. Hi Alma. Alma, tell me if you're here with your cards, please tell me what deck you have. Tell me what deck you have. We're going to do a little bit. Mohammed, hello. Thank you, sweetheart. That's very nice of you. I've had a tough day, very tough day. Amel, Luxembourg, perfect. From Maine, Nirvana Bliss, Luminary ones, perfect. Dubai, we've got Dubai. We've got Luxembourg. We've got Maine. What else do we have? We have Rome. What else do we have? But we don't have anybody with tarot cards. Linda, North Carolina. Linda, good. Too many to mention. Yeah. New York, Jamie, New York. Hello, Jamie. Good for you. Then we've got Lilia. Lilia, wonderful. Thank you, Alma. Lilia, Amsterdam, Anib, nice. Rider Waite. Okay. So, I wanted to touch on a couple of ethical questions. Fatma. A couple of ethical questions, and take them one at a time, and maybe you will want to ask them. What I put, San Antonio, I always tell this, I remember San Antonio. I was in San Antonio with a client. Hello, Germany. And I broke my toe, and I'll always remember San Antonio. Angel, thank you, Mohammed. Revelations by Zach Wong. Revelations, I never saw. I wonder if there's any way you could send me a picture, Angie, of that. The Revelations Tarot by Zach Wong. Maybe you could write to me. Look at the top, there's my email. Send me a picture. Jamie, you have Native American Sacred Card Path. This is, send me a picture of one of the cards, checking it out. You have your Rider Waite as well. Mississippi, we've got a lot of people. We've got a lot of people around. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So, all right, I'm going to put out a question for you. All right, so you're having an off day, right? Let's say I'm having an off day. My day is always wonderful. When I get out of bed, I always get out of bed on the right side. And a couple of things. I've been targeted, people contact me, they write to me, that person is talking bad about you and they said this. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to he said, she said, they said, you said, they said. Okay, I don't like that because I've got a life. I'm busy, I've got a lot of things to do. So let's say that you've got a reading, okay? You've got a reading after someone gave you some terrible news, right? So you've got a reading, let's say at 12 noon, okay? And you just got this news at 11 o'clock, something that makes your blood boil, literally. You know how you get angry and the anger comes up, all right? So question to everyone out there. What do you do before the reading? I'm going to give you options. 1, do you cancel until you feel better? Lilia, right away. 2, do you do something to remove the anger? And if so, what? And 3, you just go into the reading the way you are. Come on, answer those questions. Let's hear what you have to say. I've got my ideas, but I'll wait till you answer. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We're all here learning from each other. Come on. And then we'll start looking at the cards. What would you do? Okay. Okay, Christelle, there you go. Please tell about yourself. What is crystal gazing all about? Okay, let's see if we can talk about that. Okay, you call it crystal gazing, Nirvana, and I would call it, it's an ancient practice that's called scrying. Some people write it with the K, S-K-R-Y-I-N-G, and that's crystal gazing, crystal reading. All right, I'm going to put a few, I'll put this away, Crystal, Nirvana. Hang on, all right, so we've got Michelle. I'll come back to you, Nirvana. Michelle says meditation. I think so too. Let's stay. Then Nakia. Oof, Nakia, you are a one hard core woman. Going to the reading the way you are. Whoa. Wow. I'm not sure I could do that. Nirvana, you would do some deep breathing. That's my first instinct. Deep breathing to get out to come back balanced. Dal Weaver, any messages of spirit? Dal, we're not doing messages for spirit. This is learning tarot for beginners. Justin says, I typically can't give a good reading if I'm not feeling grounded and balanced. I would say that nobody can give a really good reading unless they are grounded. Anib, you don't have experience? Well, let's see. Tarot, but I would, okay. Elia would say, I would cancel until my energy was cleared. Okay. Some people can clear their energy before going into. Linda, you only use them for yourself. Highbrow, you would say, Maria, I think your name is, right? I would clear my space and with sage and meditate. Yeah, there's so many different ways, right? Amel says, I would wear my favorite smile and put the crap aside. Yeah, it's a matter, you can cover it up, but it doesn't go away. You really have to get rid of a negative energy. That's really difficult. Nakia, yeah, I'm a double Aries. I'm an Aries sun, Aries rising, I shoot from the hip. That's why I call those question and answer sessions shooting from the hip, Let's see. See if you can clear yourself and feel your gut on how you feel. Yeah, that's an excellent suggestion. Safely, I would cancel if you can't. Personally, you feel I'm better about crazy chemicals rebond. Yeah, I understand that. Going back very briefly to Nirvana with the deep breathing. Nirvana, about gazing in crystals. It's a practice. And just like any other practice, just like meditation, you watch and you look. What's really interesting is using water, trying to get messages from water. It's absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic, especially around the full moons. Let's see. Nakia, you're clairsentient and are all over the place. I could hear. I know. I am as well, but you have to be able to the what I call it psychic hygiene. All right, I call it hygiene. You really have to clear yourself, and sometimes the voices need to not come in. So let's start with asking a question for the tarot. And what I would like to do is, because the title of this video is how to answer question and answer sessions. And why did I bring that up? Hi there, Yogini. I would like to address questions that are given you and as if you were in person, but there are other people around. So, it's like being in a fishbowl, just like I am now. There are more of you and there's only one of me. But before I go on to this, there's another question I have to put out there. I heard someone say today, oh, you don't need any kind of board. If you're psychic, you're psychic. You don't need tarot, And so I just simply shut my mouth and I'm throwing that out to you. What do you think of that? Why the tarot? Why tarot? Why do we pick up a tarot deck? What is it that brings us to want to do that? Let's try and answer that. Angie, I need to be in the moment. I tried a test run. If I'm not feeling it, I'll have to try another time. Right. Sometimes if I have energy, it might not be mine. It may be meant, I see what you mean, meant for the person you're reading for. Okay, Angie, this is something that I've heard many times of readers, and it's difficult for me to subscribe to that. It's difficult when you're concentrating and you're putting intention. Your intention is in the question, and you have a deck of cards in your hands, and the reading is for someone else. The answers you will get will be for that person. You shouldn't be getting messages for yourself at all. There's something wrong if you think that way. There really is something wrong. That's when we need to put down the tarot. So now why the tarot? Aaliyah, you say to receive other messages and confirmation. So if I could intuit what you're saying, Aaliyah, is that it's sort of like having a mirror. If you're psychic, but you want a tool, an outside tool, as a reflection to see if you could glean other information or details that could fill in the gaps. I understand that. Other storylines. Bravissima, Elia. Other storylines, right. Some added details, exactly. And Nakia says, the tarot is a tool to give clarity, clearer clarity. Okay, there's another thing that I like about the tarot. This is, ancient stuff. This is way back when, okay? So people who read the tarot need to be psychic. There's interpretation there. It's a story, like Elias says. It's a story. Nirvana, it's a tool to concentrate. Exactly. It's a tool. It helps you in many different ways. And, life, I feel, is about storytelling. We tell each other stories. And, there's an expression, I can't remember who said it. You're never alone when you have a good story to tell, Let's see. Marguerite, hello. I love one of my great-grandchildren in a very special way. Is it possible it is someone in my family reincarnated? Marguerite, I can't answer these. This is a tarot for beginners session. We'll do that another time. Aliyah, it completes a picture. That's why I enjoy tarot, because of the stories. Okay, so now we've got a story. So everybody around, a lot of you talked about filling in the gaps, getting the details, and getting the story. Okay, so I'm going to put a question out there. And I'm going to ask you a question that's for me. Okay, so you are going to read for me. All right, this is a real life situation. Okay, I have a son. I have two sons. Okay, I have an older son lives in Germany, and a younger son lives in Italy, in Tuscany. All right, my younger son, the oldest, has been working at home in Berlin on this lockdown. The youngest is one of these essential workers, and so in the beginning, he was on and off, 1 week and 1 week, and now he's on the job with the PPEs, masks and gloves. Not in hospitals. He's on the roads. He's on the construction. He's on, roadblocks, things that, everything out there. My question is, will he be safe in this critical period in Italy? Will his health be intact? So I'm going to leave that as a question for you. You open, let's say, three cards, and then we'll check. You tell me the 3 cards. When you write, you tell me this, this, and this. I think that, okay? And then we'll take them one at a time, all right? We'll see how it was. Nirvana, when was the tarot created? This is a toss-up. The jury's still out when it was created. The Italians say it was the Marseille tarot. Well, the French say it's the Marseille tarot. The Italians say something else. So I hear a lot of stories that it was the Italians, but then I hear the Egyptians, so I don't want to pronounce myself on that. Now, what about the question I asked about this child, this son who's he's an essential worker. Okay, Marguerite, another night. You come back in another night and we'll see. Let's see if anyone has been able to open the cards. Take a shot, take a shot. This is just a question. We're all here to learn and play, really. If the cards look ugly, I'm not going to fall apart, I've been around the block a couple of times and I know that life and death are very much related. So let's see. What else has anyone opened the deck for me? Has anyone opened the cards yet? I'm getting anxious. I'm thinking, wow, who's going to be the first reader that will open 3 cards? And we'll see what we can do if we can read them together. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. There's silence in the room. Silence in the room. Silence is golden. I'm going to take my deck and mix my cards and see. Okay. All right, tell us. Nirvana, she's got a hunch. All right, so my hunch says yes. The card says the 3 of Wands, the World, and the 7 of Swords. Yes, okay. Very interesting, Nirvana. Tell me about that 7 of Swords. What do you think that's all about, Nirvana? All right, so then we've got Anib that says, I drew the Chariot, King of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. Very interesting, very interesting. Anib, I've got a question for you. What about that 4 of Pentacles on the other side there? What could that mean in this spread for you? Jamie, you're working on it, taking shots. Okay, Nakia. I think the Tower card might pop. Sounds like a new beginning. Something good might come out of his situation. A wild guess. What other cards did you have, Nakia? Not only the Tower. What other cards did you have? If you had 3 cards out, it's always good to have one more than just 1, 2 more at least. We've got Linda, the Knight of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, you've got to give me an interpretation. What do you think? And then we'll talk about that. All right. Carol D'Arcangelo, lost my job today. I am so sorry for you. Like you, there are so many people in the same situation. We'll send positive energy to you. Linda, come up and see what we can see about these 3 cards. Let's see. Okay, we need interpretations. Don't just tell me the name of the cards. Don't just tell me the name of the cards. You people want me to do the work, huh? Okay, Nakia, you're saying your gut. Okay, good. You think that he's going to have a sort of a second win. Okay. Good for you, Nirvana. Good for you. Very, very interesting. He'll escape it. Nice girl. Brava. Let's see. Okay, Anib says, I thought he will keep his health secure and close to his heart protected. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Okay, Sally, okay, let's see. Okay, Linda says, for him to go forward, but be careful. Exactly, with that, perfect. Let's see. We've got Sally hasn't given us an interpretation. She just put the cards out there. Let's get the Four of Pentacles. What is that? We need an interpretation. You want me to do all the work. There's this Nine of Wands. Resonance is a heavy situation. And the world, he's stepping in a really difficult, heavy situation. And then the Five of Wands. So I need that Five of Wands. I'm interested in knowing what happened there. Okay, Aaliyah, the Four of Pentacles came out. The Four of Pentacles, why I keep asking, just like Sally, you see the Four of Pentacles has come out. The Four of Pentacles is always such a difficult card to interpret, especially within other cards. So try to figure out what that Four of Pentacles is trying to tell us. Resonance. Put on your thinking cap. Let's put on your thinking cap, because the Four of Pentacles, there are a couple of readings for the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, typically in Universal Tarot speak, people say, oh, that is a sort of miserly card. People who want to hold on to their money, or they have little money, they're worried about their money. Okay, and in relation to my son, that may be very interesting. Because he's probably working less in relation to odd jobs out of his main job, so that could pertain to that. But there's also another meaning for the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles means the person is rising above their ashes. It's sort of a new period. After this, they come out stronger in a certain sense. So, you have to think of how these two situations could play out in the cards. Sally, the Four of Coins is, I think it's about emotion, holding back and leaving a difficult, right. I think that's it too. And there is an issue with the spiritual meaning of money. Okay, resonance. He's already on the defense until the issue goes full circle, and he'll be fighting for the duration. Yeah, I think it's hand in hand with the idea of making extra money. Nirvana has a clarification there. The Four of Pentacles. 4 penalties. In this situation means hold your grip. The précaution, I get it. The precautions, right. Okay, great. So now let's have one of you ask a question that you already know the answer to, okay? You already know the answer to. Resonance. My clarification for the Five of Wands is the Four of Wands. So I feel he'll return to safety, happy, and stability afterwards. Okay, I see this. The Four of Wands and the Five of Wands, I think you're saying. Let me find a question that, hit the send. Okay, I get it. Tell me a question that you know the answer to already. Let me give you an example, okay? I'm going to I'll ask, all right? I'll ask. Let's see. I'm going to do the channeling sessions. I don't know the answer, and I'll put it out there. I'll be doing the channeling sessions from here on in differently. And I'm not going to use the Ouija board because people get freaked out with Ouija boards, and I'm going to do it psychically. But I'm going to pre-record them so I don't get people on the lives because it distracts me. Will they be more successful? Okay, let's get some cards out there. I've never been able to ask so many questions. Never been able to ask so many questions. Let's see. Let's see. Will those other channeling videos from now on be successful? Pre-recorded, no Ouija board, no talking board, and done psychically. Let's see. Who is this? Yanti. Who is Yanti? Who is Yanti? Hi there. Okay. Let's see. Any answers? I've got some cards here. And I'll share them with you afterwards. Nirvana, you say yes. Good. Do you have any cards for us? Marguerite, good news coming. Good. Absolutely. I'm happy about that. Let's look at to the it's you, Yantil Wibos. It's you. Who are you? Who are you? All right. So me, Yanti, okay, it's me. I've got 3 cards. Anybody pick cards so then we could look at the tarot cards together? Or we could even use, we can use oracle cards if you'd like. Let me see. I'll tell you what I have. I've got the 3 of coins. I've got the Emperor. And I've got the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. It looks like that I'm working on something different, all right? And I'm mastering it. I master and took my own decision. And the 6 of Cups maybe return subscribers, it looks like to me. Let's see what resonance has resonance. I have the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. My God, it is absolutely perfect. Yeah, that is great news, because the Star is surely of guidance, but the Ace of Pentacles, extremely highly spiritual card, and the Chariot is very quick and very lucky. Beautiful. Vonne, you've been missing my Aries readings. Didn't you just check my moon, the super moon? I had the Aries monthly there. And don't say it's not there, because I just put it out. Okay, Nakia, you're from intuition, which means fine-tuning from the universe. Okay, perfectly. Hello from Greece, Yana. Well, now, let's take a look at that. Let me ask Nakia. Nakia says, I'm working from intuition, which needs the fine-tuning from the universe. Now, Nakia, tell me exactly what you do, and tell me how long it takes you to get that information. Okay, this is very important for others to know. All right, really important, because a lot of people don't trust their intuition. I have to say no personal questions. All right, Nirvana Bliss. My hunch says good, but still we like your Ouija board. I do too. It's your specialty. Page of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the King of Wands. Keep it. Yeah, I know it's my specialty. I work with it on a personal basis and with my clients practically every single day. Really every single day. Okay. Jamie, the storyteller, 29, the storyteller, expansion, 34, the burden, self-reliance, 26, war bonnet, advance. I feel that while he is serving, he is gathering both knowledge and growth. He is strong in his mission, and there's more to say. Was that meant to answer something, Jamie? Okay, Yana, My cards are packed in a box because of being thrown out of where I live. Oh, poor Yana. We'll send you some good vibrations and some good good healing energy for that. I have also made a spirit board last year, but haven't used it yet. I also have a spirit board that my nephew gave me. He etched the letters beautiful, absolutely. Amel says, I got for you the Nine of Pentacles. Congratulations and good luck. It is. It's a very, all in all, there's positive energy. Jamie, I'm reading you, will be safe as long as he is strong in his precautions. He's a knight in shining armor. You're talking about my youngest, I believe. It looks like you're talking about my younger. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. You're listening, Yvonne, listening while I'm mowing the lawn. That will be my treat for doing chores. Beautiful day in Houston. Good for you. Marguerite, it's a Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords is always a card that is difficult to read. So the Page of Wands, of course, gives you always usually good energy if those are the way it came out. The Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, they're mirroring each other. That is definitely positive messages coming to you in a positive energy. The Seven of Swords is always controversial. You might want to concentrate on that. Let's see. What else? Asking about food. Nirvana. Let's see. Guess what? Now I get the star. So it is definite yes. Keep the Ouija board. It is safe with you. I know it's safe. I know it definitely is I know it's definitely safe. I'm not worried about that. But I will do things differently. And let's see. Now, let's ask Jamie. Jamie, come and ask a question. Come and ask a question for all of us who are reading. And we'll see what we can do to answer. Let's see. A question for us all. I'll be back on the weekend. On Saturday night, we have the astrologer called Stormy Grace. She'll be a guest of mine live. You can see that on my YouTube channel. And Sunday, I can't remember what am I doing Sunday? I can't remember. I think it's a question and answer session actually on Sunday, or is it not? Where is my phone? I can't remember. Well, yeah, I'll look it up right here. Jamie, okay. On Saturday, let's see. The Mystic Talks and live Q&A. That's a live Q&A on Sunday. Okay, Jamie. 12 smoke signals intent. Yes, clear intent sends the messages out. Perhaps have a visual activity. Jamie, come and ask a question for yourself. Just glad from the angels I dreamt about. Okay, Yanti. I don't know. I'm not a dream analyst. I'm not. One Divine Tarot. How are you? This is Avenid. Hello. How are you doing? I'm fine. If no taking questions, this is only Q&A Sunday. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, Yanna, I use my intuition. Perfect. I do too. You don't really need divination tools. I get visions and hear the answers. And I also see dream premonition. This is interesting. But from 2013 until now, I feel and see my abilities blocked. Can I ask everyone why? This is negative energy that's come your way, and it's not, you'll find that it will be translated into your everyday occurrences when things continue to happen. You sprain your ankle, you have your back go out, you hurt your arm, you get a parking ticket, then you get another, things that go in a row. You have negative energy. You have to find somebody to help you clear that. Sally, Sally, Two of Earth, Knight of Water, and Queen of Fire today. I was struggling about love situations, and I start to learn more about tarot. Then I found you doing this. Yeah. Two of Earth, King of Water, and the Queen of Fire. This is, it depends. These could be people as well. The Knight, a younger person in relation to you, if you're the Earth sign. If you're that person could be a water sign, you can be a fire sign. The Two of Earth does mean a situation that changeable between two people. It depends on the question that you ask yourself. Let's see. Nirvana, this question about 5G, what is that all about? I don't like to take questions about 5G. A lot of people say it's going to be not healthy for our bodies. The question of 5G, it must be something to do with antenna, with energy in the air for communications. So you can find out in internet. I don't like dealing with that because I don't subscribe to that. Sally, you're a Pisces, so you may be the Knight, and the question, it depends on the question. Amel says, now this is odd, maybe we can change her mind. Amel says, I'm afraid to do tarot as a job. Imagine people ask different questions. Illness, divorce, those are very delicate questions, but not everybody talks about illness, and divorce is divorce. What is important for us to know? And this is a question, when I said this is about Q&A, when you're in a group, people ask you questions. And it's very delicate in a group to talk about health problems, about issues, life and death and things like that. I don't like to do that as well. However, in a private reading, you put your boundaries up. If there are issues that you don't like to deal with, you don't. But remember, Amel, that the world is made up of relationships, work relationships, love relationship, family relationship. Every time you walk out your door and you look at someone face to face, there's something going on there. There's some kind of energy going on there. And when you understand more the relationships and the nature of these relationships, it's very helpful for you. And based also on your experiences, of course, it's very helpful for you to understand a lot of things. So let's say someone comes to you, Amel, and this is a question that I'll throw out. A woman came to me the other day and she said, look, I've had this problem with my ex, and we're with our lawyers, and we're working through separation, then divorce. I need to know if I should back off, or I need to know if I should keep fighting, and what is worth it for me. And so what came out really was that she was not going to be satisfied with the end result, but that she should ultimately take whatever is given to her and remove herself from the situation, because it was the interaction with that person and the negative energy that emerged that ruined her life. It wasn't the money that she was missing or any of that. It was the emergence of negative energy. Now, Yanna says, after my abilities were blocked, my life turned into a very bad way. Okay, misfortune, becoming poor, and now homeless. This is, I always see a woman has done this to do. Well, this is, you really need to find someone who you trust and have them work out the clearance, because this is fundamental. It's really fundamental. Let me see, Amel, Marguerite. When I see the card's message comes to me like the Eight of Pentacles, I see wealth, but not balanced wealth. There's one very important thing that I need to say about tarot. Of course, and I firmly believe that the Rider-Waite tradition and teaching has not made it, has hindered our idea of what tarot means, I think, because there are no set meanings for cards. They're really not set meanings. It depends on where they fall in a spread. And you really need to start at pulling cards. You ask a question and you pull one card and you look at it and start to think of what that means in relation to what you're asking. Then you pull another card and another until you start to get a better picture and you realize what they're telling you. And you should be doing this often, very often, if you want to learn how the cards act. But they have different meanings in relation to the position that you see them in and to the pairings, the mirroring, the knighting. It's very interesting. Let's see. Lilia, yes, the cards do help to understand what relations are and how relations work. I think it's fair, it's fundamental. Melissa from the Shaman Tarot. Interesting. Send me a picture of that in the mail. See that my email is up top. The 8 of Bones. I ordered a set of bones, and it's in the United States with my sister, and I won't be able to get it until I go back there, and I can't travel, so I'm waiting for the bones. Mother Earth, King of Bones, the wands. The interesting. That's why I like the bones. What was the question, Melissa? The 8 of Bones and the King of Bones. Very, very, very passionate, fast here. This is an energy that's really moving. Okay, Jamie, is the oath I'm on as positive as it feel? Any cautions? I'm not sure what you mean by the oath. Maybe you can clarify that. Let me see if this does. Is my son going to be successful in managing his emotions? Okay, these are personal questions. Let's take one. All right. Tell me about, let's say your son, all right, because I don't understand what the oath is on. Is my son going to be able to manage his emotions? So let me say that I take 3 cards to look at that. Let's see. Okay, 3 cards. This is the last card, the 6 of Wands. Definitely yes. The 6 of Wands is always, mostly always, okay, a card of success. And he's working on it. There are ups and downs, the 5 of Coins and the 2 of Wands. And he has this way of sparring with himself, like as if he works out in a punching bag situation, him against himself, but he'll work through that. Let's see. Yana, I love helping people with readings. I love working with my tarot to help guide people in any way I can. The spirit world is always going to be part of life. I think it's a map. Yeah, the tarot. I agree with you. Sally, let's see what she's saying. She's asking, when you read tarot to yourself, you can read the answer you want to hear. Sometime it's not the truth. Is it right? Okay, this is a very good ethical question. Thank you, Sally, for the question. Many people have blind spots. Okay, we can say that we'll talk about dimensions, all right? We're living on the 3rd dimension. Heavy situation, bills, difficult, heartache, pain. Oh, yeah, that's the 3rd dimension. The 4th dimension is the dimension of the mind when we can talk about ourselves. We remove ourselves from our, it's an upper level communication. The 5th dimension is a dimension where you start to become spiritually aware of your the answers that you need. Having said that, within the 5th dimension, there are 10 different little areas, and the closer you get to the 6th dimension, the less you go out for readings. You will not go to anyone for readings. You will not read the cards for yourself because you know the answers. You won't need that. So that's a matter of spiritual vibration, about of experience, along with your vibrational rate that increases.
So that's the answer. That's the short answer to this. If you are if you're not sure and you're still not, still don't have a vibrational rate that is high enough that you don't get the answer, and you do read for yourself, yes, absolutely, that's the case. What I say in situations like that, you may try different decks, and you may answer with different decks on the table and see if the same message keeps coming out. If the same message keeps coming out, it's really, really interesting. There's something that I would like to tell everyone, and I woke up this morning with this idea. I have a tarot app on my phone that I love, and I'll tell you why. Let me just get it a second. Okay. And probably many of you may have the app yourself. But if you don't, I don't get it. They're not paying me to say this, but it's called Tarot Sampler. It's called Tarot Sampler, Sampler. And what it is it's a tarot app where you can read, and it's mixed, and the cards come out one of every different kind of deck. And what's interesting about it is that you learn different decks. You learn to know and appreciate different decks, and you can even home in on you can explore and take, say, the star, and look at how the star changes from one deck to the other, and if they tell you the same message. It's an excellent application. I think it's a few dollars. It's an excellent deck to have to learn the tarot against your own readings. Okay, obviously I'm not telling you to read for yourself with that, but I have to say it's an excellent tool to learn the tarot. Tarot Sampler. And then let me know how that comes up to you for you. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Nakia. Wait a minute. Hang on. Resonance. Let's see, resonance. I've heard that if you pose the same question over and over during a brief period of time, the universe plays with you and can give you a misleading response. I agree with you. I agree with you because spirits are not of this world. They don't have the same mental issues that we have and the stupid questions that we ask. They sort of make fun of us. And when you shouldn't be asking the same question. And, really, there are people that ask the same thing to 1,000. They watch in YouTube that's, and they gravitate to the answer that they like, And it's funny, even on this YouTube channel, when I used to do monthlies, the new moon, the full moon, and I got all of these zodiac videos, crazy, once I did a monthly, that's enough, monthlies are enough. What people would do is that they would come and under the video and ask the same question after I read for it already and say, well, doesn't that mean that maybe you should, and I'm thinking, well, if you want a personal answer, come for a reading. So it is a game that the spirits do play because they think it's funny at times. And we get too caught up in the windmills of our minds when we go in. And if you look on my channel, I defined the channel as entertainment. It is entertainment. We're here to learn, and I like to learn, and I like to have a good time, and this is entertainment. So anything done here, I'm not a physician. I do healing. I do very good healing, very important forms of healing, energy healing, and that is fundamental besides medical healing. And but I will not touch on certain issues. For example, a COVID patient. Let's take that as an example. A COVID patient would come and they're in the ER, or they're in the on a ventilator, and let's say that a family member comes to me and say, please let me know, please tell me, and it's very delicate because you can tune into that person's soul, and it's very likely that you get a message from that soul that tells you what they want to do, because it's their spirit that is wanting to go and leaving the pain behind. You can get that message, or you can hear the soul saying, I'm not sure, or I think this is just a really interesting experience for me. I've had that done, been there, done that. I'm ready to leave, But you can act as a medium that way for the person, but and help in energy, passing energy. It's very delicate, very, very delicate. So what they're getting calls. The spirits are calling me. And so it's very, very delicate. But sometimes we need to, first of all, we never need to give advice to people who don't want it, who don't ask. People write to me and say, I have a message for you from Spirit to tell me. No, I don't want to. I get my own messages, Why should my guides be talking to you? That's not right. So, it's tough. It's difficult. Let's see. All right. Now, this is an interesting question as well. Always wondered how a particular reader tunes into someone's energy. How do they read someone's feelings when they never knew? Is it like they are turning into a higher frequency? That is I'll call you Nirmani. It's easier for me than the first word there. When you concentrate, it's like being on a wavelength. This is a metaphor. You're on a wavelength. And I work with the Akashic Records myself. So there is a place. Franco, sono in internet, non posso parlare. Okay. Sorry about that. And there is a sort of wavelength, but that's a metaphor. I go to the source, get the information, and understand things that way. Everybody works differently. This is the way I work. So there are many, many schools of thought, Nirmani. You might want to search that, but it has frequency. It's about energy. It is definitely about energy and vibrations and frequencies as well. Let's see. Nakia, yeah, we're all here for a reason, aren't we, Nakia? You're funny. You're funny. I like you. I like your energy. Like that energy. Okay. Let's see. Nakia, these we can take general, these generally. And Melissa, okay, Melissa, look, you asked a general, you asked for a general for the collective. Yeah. That's why Spirit's telling you on the right path. I know I'm highly gifted and I have no spiritual teacher, self-taught. Nakia, let's ask that to everyone. Let's see if we can tune in. You could use tarot if you want, or you can use your intuition. Let's see if Nakia is on the right path. She's self-taught. Okay, let's look at that. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Silence. I love it. When a serious question comes up, it takes time. It takes time. All right, let's just take time. Sorry. I'll tell you what I have, not psychically with the cards, okay? So I've got the Hermit. Right now, the Hermit is all about recoil, retreating, and studying, all right? It is about studying, analyzing, studying. And we've got the Two of Swords, here. Now, the Two of Swords they are decisions that are made after after the study period has come out, and then the Eight of Wands. Look, Nakia, it looks like you are on the right track. But there is more to be done. Yeah, there's more to be done. And when that is done, it'll be fast, one after another, one after another. Let's see. Interesting, you can both be reading for yourself. Let's see. All right, Aliyah, let's look. Question about tarot spreads to reveal different messages. Particular spreads for the cards to reveal specific messages and placement of cards in a spread. Okay, this is an interesting question, Aliyah, because a lot of people out there use, what is that, cross, the Celtic cross? And I find that to be a little limiting, you know. There is, you know, you can, with your intention, if you have your intention, and you say, I'm going to create a spread where I have 5 cards. The first card means this. The second card means that. The third means that. The fourth means that. And the fifth means that. Shuffle the cards very, very well. And then you place them on your table. And then you have your intentions. And they are placed in a position that you have decided. But that's not enough. Because you need to look at the situation from pairing, mirroring the first, the fifth card, the second, the fourth card, the focus card in the center. It depends on how you have moved them around the table. They have a meaning in relation to each other as well. Yes, definitely, the positions mean something. But like I said before, you can ask a question and then just put one card out, look at it, and that will be the answer. But then you say, okay, let me get some more information. Then the next card and the next card. And this is the completion of a story. Let's see. You need to go deeper. Yeah. Yanti says, Nakia has a gift, but she needs to spend more time on meditation, my spirit guide tells me. Yeah, very similar to what I have. Exactly. Very interesting, your spirit guide and then my tarot cards, interesting. Chantel, darling, please, okay, I can't, it's Christelle, I can't do that. You're tired, it's an energy problem. It is an energy problem. It is an energy problem. You need to have your energy and your aura looked at. That's really, really, really important. Ladies and gentlemen, it's rounding about an hour. I'm going to have to leave you now. Yana's saying, you're knowing what you want to be. You're knowing what you want to be. There are a lot of things you have to learn. We're all getting the same response, Nakia. Interesting. I see you with nature. Trust your inner voice and trust your abilities. Don't second guess. That's really important as well. Okay. How to connect with spirit guides. How to connect with spirit guides. This is a real long process. I've got a reading that's called Spirit Guide Scan. And I do the reading and I tell you how many spirit guides you've got, how they impulse you, how you can contact them, how they contact you, and it's hard to say. But meditation is the beginning. Meditation is the beginning. How to do the Akashic records, perhaps take us there next time with runes on. Thank you. Akashic records is a long process. It's a long teaching process. I can't do it in an hour session. Ladies and gentlemen, namaste. It was a pleasure. I'll be back Saturday and Sunday. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Bye-bye.